Hey, what's going on guys? In this tutorial we are going to implement the asynchronous version of the file system module. In the previous tutorials we have implemented the synchronous version of the Node.js core modules, which is the file system module. So in this tutorial what we are going to do, we will implement the async version. So the agenda of this tutorial is that first of all we will learn what is asynchronous JavaScript. This here will be a little bit of intro of that. We will cover it in details in the later videos. And in the second step we will learn what are callback functions, because we will implement in this tutorial these callback functions when we will implement the async version of the file system module. In the next step, what we will do is we will create a folder using the async method. In the previous videos, we have implemented these features by using the synchronous version or the synchronous methods. After creating this folder, we will create a file in it, and then we will update this file with the new data, and then we will read it. So as you can see, these are similar like CRUD operations, where CRUD, in which we will create a file, read a file, update and delete it. Now first of all, let's see what is asynchronous JavaScript. So here is the definition of the asynchronous JavaScript. You can understand, asynchronous code allows the program to be executed immediately, where the synchronous code will block further execution of the remaining code until it finishes the current one. So it means that if we give two programs to be implemented, the synchronous version, what it will do, first of all it will complete the execution of the first program, and then it will move to execute the second code. Whereas with the asynchronous version, we have a benefit that both of these programs will be executed alongside, so we don't have to wait for one code to complete to be executed the next one. So this is the main idea of the asynchronous version or the asynchronous JavaScript. So it is a very big topic to cover, so we will cover in a completely different video and we will focus on the asynchronous version or the asynchronous JavaScript. Now let's move towards the second step. So the second step is what are callback functions. So we will discuss it when we will implement it. First of all, let's create a folder, and here I will tell you where we will need these callback functions. So our third step is creating a folder using the async method. So first of all, we have to import this fs module from Node.js. So we will use require keyword and we will import it like this. So the first step is we want to create a folder, so I will use make dir. So as you'll see here, we have two options, make dir, which is the make dir, and the synchronous version of it. In the previous videos we have used the synchronous version, and in this video we will implement this asynchronous version. So let's create it. Now we'll use this parenthesis. Now you will see it says we need a path dot directory name, so we have to provide a path or the name. So let's give it a name of data. Let's save it and now run this code. So you will see when I will run this code, you will get the error, because this is the synchronous implementation of this code. So what I will do is I will run this code, which will be index.js, and you will see we have got an error. So let's see at the error. So it says throw new error callback. So as you will see, this is requiring a callback function. So we will need a callback function in the async version. What this, it will have an parameter of error, and it will check out if it has an error or not. So we will console this. So I will console log this error. Not error dot message, just console the error. Let's save it. Now what this callback function will do, so when we will complete with our program, which is we want to create a folder, so when our folder will be created, this for callback function will run. So if our code will give some error, this callback function will catch that error and will print it in the console. So as you will see, after implementing this code, I will explain what are callback functions. So let's go to our terminal, clear the terminal here, and now run the code again. Now you will see we have successfully created a folder data, and in the terminal we have console the error, and as you will see we have found it as a null. It means we haven't received any error in this code. So as you will see, when I want and when I try to implement it without the callback function, it gives us an error. So when you want to implement the asynchronous version of JavaScript, you have to implement these callback functions. So what are callback functions? So here is the definition, or just a little bit of intro of what are callback functions. We will cover in details about the callback function in the different videos. So just get the idea what are callback functions. So in JavaScript, a callback function is a function passed into an other function as an argument. So as you will see, this fs.makedir is a function, and this function from here to here, this is an argument. This is a function passes as an argument to this fs.makedir function. So we have seen from the definition that this is the callback function. So to be executed later, when you pass the callback function into another function, you just pass the reference of the function name without the parentheses. So it means that you can also pass a reference here. For example, if I will create a variable with for example, let's create a variable which will say callback function, and in here I will create a function with this name. So as you will see, this line is representing just this thing, which will say if we want to pass this function as an argument, we don't have to write the parentheses like this. We just need to pass the reference, and then we will execute this function later. So you can also implement this way. So I will undo these changes and let's save it. So I think you have understood the idea of asynchronous JavaScript and these callback functions. Now what I will do is, we have created the folder by using the async method, and now what we'll do is we will create the file using the async method. So let's comment it, because we don't want to create a folder another time, because the folder has already been created. Now the next step is we want to create a new file. So fs dot, as you will see here, we have this option write file and write file sync. In the synchronous version we have uses this write file sync, but in the async version we will use write file. And then what I will do is I will so in the commas I will give the path of the file to be created. So it will be data dot, here we will have a we can say the file, let's give it a name of read.txt. And then what we want to do is we want to give it a message that will be, or some content that will be that will implemented in this file. So let's give it some content such as today we are learning Node.js asynchronous JS. Let's save it. And now when I have tried to run this code, this will also give us an error, because what async method requires, it requires a callback function. So let's give it a callback function. Oops. So it has an parameter, or we can say argument of this error. So I will move it into the next line. So we were receiving this parameter as an error, and now what I will do is I will console log that file is created, and underneath this I will console another thing which will be the error. So when our implementation of our code will be done, which is from here to here, then this callback function will run when we will done with our work, and then it will print if we have some error or not, and then the message will also be printed. Now what this fs.write file will do, it will first check the directory data. In the data folder it will check the file read.txt, which is not present here. So if it will be present here, it will just add the content in this file. Otherwise what it will do, it will first create the file and then it will add the content to it. So let's save it, and now you will see when I will run this code, this file will be automatically created in the data folder. So let's run this code, and now you will see in the console or in the terminal the message is printed, which is file is created, and we have null, which is, it means that we don't have any error. So let's go in the read.txt. So as you will see, our message is successfully printed in this file. So let's move to the next step. So as you will see, we have, first of all, we have created the folder by using the async method, and then we have created the file in this folder by using the async method and by using the callback functions. Let's save it, and the next step is going to be, what we want to do is we want to update the data in this file by using the async method. So already you have learned about the async methods. So what I want to do now is, so here you will see Node.js provides us two ways, the synchronous and the asynchronous. So we should always use the async versions. So it will be fs.append file. So we have to provide the directory or the path to the file where we want to append the data or we want to update the data. So it will be in the data, and it will be in the read.txt, and the content that we want to add, so I will give it a space. And now what I will write is, I will write asynchronous JS is amazing. So let's add this content to the already existed file. Let's save it, and now when I will run the code, so we have to provide a callback function which will have an parameter of the error, and then what I will do is I will console log this error, and underneath this I will also print the message that data is updated in this file. So console log, what I want to do is I want to say data is updated. So also add, let's add some emoji also here, so we can say data is updated. Let's save it, and now what I want to do is I want to run this code. Let's save the code. Oops. Let's save it, go to the terminal and run the code again. Now you will see we have received a message in the terminal that data is updated. Now let's go to our read.txt file. Here you will see our data will be updated. So as you will see, first of all we have this data, and then we have appended this data. That asynchronous JavaScript is amazing one. So we are done with this, which is the updating the data, and then what I want to do is I want to read the data using this async method. So let's comment the code, move below this. Now what I want to do is I want to read this file. So we have two methods, similarly read file and read file sync. We are going to use this read file. So here we will provide the path, which will be so the path is going to be the data and the read.txt. And then what we want to do is, as you will see in the previous video of this playlist, that when we try to read the file we are receiving the buffer data. So to convert the buffer data into the readable form we use UTF-8. So what this do is it will convert this buffer data into the, or we can say this file encoding into the readable form. Now next thing that we want to do is we will receive the error, and with error it also contain the data that will get from this file. So we will have two parameters. Now what I will do is I will console.log. So I will say the data is, and now I will concatenate it into the data. Underneath we will also console.log error. Now let's save this file and clear the terminal first of all, and now run the code. Now you will see when we have console.log this data. So the data is, today we are learning Node.js asynchronous JavaScript, asynchronous JS is amazing. So as you will see we are getting the readable form of the data by using this UTF, and then the argument that the parameter that we are receiving here is the error and data. So the we have also console.log this error. So this error is giving us null, which means we don't have any error in reading the data. And also we will check the data. So we have successfully receiving the data. So let's clear the terminal. Now you will see we are done with this reading the data. So the last thing that I want to do is I also want to delete these things. So delete the folder and the file that we have created, let's save it. And what we will do is we will also delete these files and folder. So first of all what I will do is I will use unlink, and then what I will do is I will give the path of this file and then the callback function. So this callback function will have the argument of error. So it will console log. So it will console log that file has been removed. This file has been removed. Also console.log the error. So let's save it. Clear the what's happening here. Clear the terminal, run the code again. Now you will see the file has been removed and we have a null error. So as you will see the read.txt file is deleted. So here you can see, and also from our directory this file has been removed. Now what I want to do is I also want to remove this folder that we have created, this data folder. So for this what I will do is I will use fs.rm dir, or you can pronounce it in the way you like. So as you will see we have two ways to remove this, which is this one and then this synchronous version. In the previous lecture we have implemented the synchronous version, and in this video we are going to implement the asynchronous version. So I will give the name of the folder, which is this data, and then I want to run this callback function, which will say this file, now this folder has been removed. And then I will also log the error if there will be anyone. So clear the terminal, run the code again. Now you will see the folder has been removed and we don't have any error. So here you will see the folder that we have created, and the file that we have created has been removed. So this is the complete CRUD operations, or we can say we can have implemented this file system which is the core module of Node.js. I think you have learned many things by using this async first of all by using the synchronous version and then using the asynchronous versions. So we are done with all of these steps, and I hope you have learned something from this tutorial. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to this channel, and also tell me in the comments what kind of videos you want and what you have learned from this video. And don't forget to share this playlist with your friends who want to learn Node.js or JavaScript or data structures and algorithms, and also HTML CSS projects. I have playlists for all of these things, so you can check the playlist. Here you can learn about the different things from these playlists. So this is the end of the tutorial. Have a nice day.